everybody, this is Caesar with Small Engine Velocity on a not a small engine. How's everybody doing today? It has been a little tiny hiatus for me for videos again, but you know, life. The last weekend before this weekend, before the last weekend, okay, so 2 weekends ago, I was on call, and it was a very rough on call. I was working like anywhere between 8 and 12 hours a day from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Pretty cool. I am a salaried job, but I do get overtime for my on-call pay, so that was good. A little bit of bonus money to make up for the Chicago trip, and maybe some scooter parts, Christmas money, whatever. Anyways, and then the last weekend, I took this sweet ride right here with my buddy Brad. We drove to, we took a road trip to Austin. We took the back roads to Austin, kind of. Basically, we took the MS 150 route through all the little towns and stuff, which made it much longer than it should have or could have. But it was fun. It was exciting. We got to go through little towns. We got to get some gas in weird, strange places. It wasn't exactly twisty roads or anything like that. I mean, I don't think there's really that much of a twisty between here and Austin, or at least on the 290 route that we took to go down there. It wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't terribly interesting, except for scenery, of course. We ended up staying in a Motel 8, or, well, let me finish the story. Went to the Motel 8. We got 2 separate rooms because we're dudes, and I got adjusted in my room, and I was pretty happy. Didn't see anything wrong other than the bathroom door looked like it was kicked in at one point in time and then just repainted. And I don't know, aesthetically it would look like they were trying to make it look awesome, but it just looked like paint and Home Depot sink pre-built stuff that if someone destroys it, they can just go buy another one and replace it. Well, I got a text message later on in the night from Brad. He's like, hey, I'm switching rooms, there's roaches. And when I say roaches, I'm not talking about the big tree roaches. I don't know, if you're from Texas, you know what I'm talking about. Those big freaking like 1.5 inch roaches, look like armor-plated tanks, freaking insane looking. I'm talking about the tiny little German ones, the ones that like get in your crap and then like hitchhike a ride home and then decide to repopulate your house with their own population, kind of like terraforming your home. Disgusting. Well, I didn't see any bugs in mine. Didn't mean there were any bugs, but I didn't see any bugs. I didn't. So I stayed in my room. He went to another room. As soon as he walked into the next room, he put his helmet down and, you know, was doing stuff, saw a bug, and he was like, well, maybe, okay. And then looked at his helmet and was like, dude, I killed a huge bug on my helmet. Goes to brush it off, and it's a roach. It runs off the helmet. So he went and left and went to, like, the Hyatt or Marriott or something like that, just down the street from where I was. I ended up staying. Just to be precautious, when I came home, I left all my clothes and bags in the garage. Let it sit out there and let them whatever, if there was anything in there. And then I took all my electronics and inspected it thoroughly. Still left it in the garage, which wasn't good anyway, but you never know. I'm telling you about all the bug story. Then after that, we went and then I put all the clothes and everything in a black plastic bag and left it out in the sun until it like burned up to death, just in case. Aired it all out again, popped it out, made sure nothing was there, and then immediately went to wash it. But anyways, that's the horse before the cart right there. I didn't get to tell you anything else. So we went to Marble Falls after. We took the Marble Falls route. And when I rode it, it's twisty, right? I saw it in the map. It's like left, right, these huge switchbacks and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I did not take an account for elevation change. So not only was it like up and down, but it was like up, come down, turn, up, down. It was just like, it was crazy. I wasn't used to it. And when I come out with that video, which unfortunately my my mic cable blew out of my helmet twice. I'm gonna have to rethink my setup for my helmet, because I think the wind was so hard that it blew the USB-C cable out of my plug, so I gotta rethink that out, but we'll see. Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but I did not think about that. So that's another video. You'll see that hopefully this weekend. If you don't see it this weekend, then I apologize, but you'll see it eventually. Just like yesterday, you saw my Chicago video, and that was way long ago. I discovered something riding this thing. I think the whole trip altogether was around 700 miles or so. It wasn't that bad. But I did discover that my seat hurts my butt immensely. And I think the reason it hurt my butt a lot is because of the way I had my saddlebag on, my tail bag. It didn't allow for me to sit in a different position. Like, there wasn't an alternating seating position. Like, I couldn't slide back more and then have a different type of support, let that part get sore, and then move back up to another part on there. I did adjust that on the way back, and it made all the world of a difference when I came back. Made it a lot easier to ride, and then I could slide backwards and forwards in the seat, so yay. And then my bars, I did adjust them, if you can see them now. I tilted them back some more to see if I could get a little bit more of a splay out for my handles, and it just didn't work. It's too curved like this for me. I need it more flat, kind of like my old Ruckus bars that I had, that Lee thinks looks like airplane wings or something, so they stick out too far. I enjoy that, but we're gonna see. So I bought the exact same bars, those Ergo bar, the Ego bars. It's almost a flat bar. There is a little bit of taper into it, but my bars will be lower. But we'll see. I'm hoping that it works out the way I want it to for the bars. Secondly, I learned that these grips look awesome, but there's only so much rubber. And on this side, it makes it extremely difficult to hold, because it's just, there's not enough surface area to grip, so it starts sliding back. Even with this piece kept on sliding down, so every time we stop, I'd have to adjust it back up so that I can make it work. This did save my wrist, but it only saved my wrist for so much time, and I couldn't really readjust it as I was going. The exhaust is a beautiful sound, but like riding it at 70-80 miles per hour for extended periods of time, it does get a little bit droning. But I got used to it, so I'm not getting rid of the exhaust if that's what you guys think. I enjoy this the way it sounds, so it's staying like that. It could be quieter, but while we were out there, as soon as we got to like a gas station, my buddy Brad's brakes was squeaking like crazy. I'm like, that's not supposed to sound like that. I'm thinking he hadn't ridden in a while. It's got to work itself out. So what I'm thinking is that when he did it, he like took the thing off the back, and then he didn't look at his brakes as he was coming. There was two cops there that just distracted me, that are hiding on the bottom. It just freaks me out because I forgot my wallet before I left, so I'm driving technically illegally. Remember to obey the law. Well, we went and looked at his brakes, and there was no more pad left, and you could see his caliper was just tore up from the metal to metal. Is a fault on his part, but you know, I didn't even think about it. I didn't even look at mine. I did check my air pressure on my tires and fix that stuff, but we didn't check that. And then considering that we were going up and down huge slopes and huge hills, like you'll see in the video, I wasn't used to it, dude, but like you know, there was some deep grade down and up, so far down and up that my ears were popping. He had to do the whole ride with front brakes and not using his rear brakes. As it stands now, he's totally torn off his back wheel and got the pads off and ordered parts and, you know, slowly putting it back together. Ordered the wrong pads and got a new rotor. Decided not to refurbish the rotor since it already had deep gashes. He tried to fix it, but decided to end up getting a new one anyway. So good. I mean, other than that, this is what I learned from the trip. My tank bag needs to be further back, and I don't want to use a tank. I don't want to use a not tank bag, tail bag. I don't want to use a tail bag anymore. I'm gonna find some type of saddle bag thing in the back that fits. So I can utilize more of my seat, so I can scoop my... remember, I'm a small guy, so my butt is only like 3 cubic feet worth of... No, 1 foot of cubic surface area. Not cubic. 1 square foot of surface area. A cubic, dang it. That's a big butt if it's 3 cubic feet. Anyways, I need to change to my other softer seat. I have 3 seats. The Corbin won't work because it has, what's it called? It has a hump in the back, but if I get saddlebags, I don't have to worry about it. I can use the, what's it called? Oh man, is there traffic? Great. If I have the saddlebags, then I don't have to have any on my tail bag anymore. And I can use my Corbin seat, which is softer, but it's wider at the bottom, so it cuts off circulation on my legs. But if I can adjust my butt in the seat more, then I can stem that. But all in all, oh, and my bars, they don't like me. These bars don't like me at all. So after so much riding, my hands would go numb. No matter how I sat, at some point in time, I would be sticking my thumb like this, which is dangerous, to hold the throttle down. So, no on that. Oh, by the way, that's a Captain Tom's. That Captain Tom's right there, we ate at a Captain Tom's in Austin. Which is funny because we're gonna only eat at Austin-based restaurants. Well, there's like 6 Captain Tom's in the Houston area and 1 in Austin. So, my bad. Other than that, the only minor things, these mirrors do not go out far enough. I cannot see behind me unless I do this. I don't know if you can see what I see, but I have to move my arm to see behind me, and when you're driving, yeah, it kind of sucks. But anyways, be ready for that video. Remember, I didn't record any audio, so more than likely I'm just going to record footage, and then me and Brad will get together and we'll do some commentary as we're watching it. And it should be cool. It should still be a fun video to watch. There's some interesting things that happened. Anyways, thanks for riding with me on the SV650, my commuter bike slash fake adventure bike, a long distance bike. Someone told me, why didn't you take the Ruckus? If you watch that video when I'm done making it, you'll see why I didn't take the Ruckus. That's like impossible. I don't think you can take a Grom on that. Like, you gotta be insane to drive a Grom on those twisties. It just doesn't seem feasible. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see everybody in the next video.